Hey, what's up, guys? This is Sam Shepard again. Damn, I just want to say thanks for all the replies. I didn't expect to get that many people that wanted my opinion, so that was pretty cool. Just want to give biggest shout out to Long Goodbye. I wouldn't be able to have this opportunity without you at all, so big thank you. If I didn't get to any of your questions, I tried to do them all, but there's a whole bunch. A lot of them were the same. You know, similar questions, what type of supplements you use, what's your body weight and height, stuff like that. So I just did those once, of course. But if I didn't get any of your questions, you can get at me at facebook.com/SamShepardFitness. It should be in the signature of this video. Okay, let's get started with this interview. The very first question is, when did you begin to work out? And I began to work out probably in 8th grade. I started working out in my basement. I would go down there every day in my basement. I did like the same stuff every day. I would do chest, biceps, and triceps. And I did that, I don't know, probably for about a year. And then I went to high school and I got real serious with football. Got real serious with lifting and stuff. And I gained a lot of weight. My freshman year I went in about 125, and by my senior year I was like 190. So I gained a lot of weight in the weight room. I was in the weight room every day. So probably about 6 years I've been lifting. Second question is, how long does it take you to gain 10 pounds of muscle? And I guess that depends. It depends a lot on you, your genetics, everything, on how you respond to lifting. I know, I say 10 pounds of muscle is a good goal for a year and a half. Especially if you're beginning, you get newbie gains in the beginning, and like me, of course I hit puberty too whenever I first started, so that probably is why I gained a lot of weight too. But I say newbie gains in the beginning, you can expect to get about 10 pounds in a year for sure. How many years have you been training, and how much weight have you gained? Well, like I said before, I've been training for 6 years. The most I ever weighed was 197 pounds, but I had a little bit of fat on me then, now I'm lean down to about 184 pounds, but whenever I started training I was about 125, so I gained about 75 pounds, but of course I started before I hit puberty late, so I gained about 75 pounds. The next question. What do you eat when you're trying to cut? I eat clean year round. I try to, clean bulk, you know what I mean? So basically what I do is if I'm eating clean year round, I'm eating the same foods. I'll just cut out. So I'll just cut out a little bit, I'll start out just cutting out and I've gotten this advice from other people too. And I just probably maybe the first week I'll cut out about 500 calories, and then after that I'll slowly just each week cut out 100 calories, usually carbs and fat. I try to keep my protein up, and then that works well for me. I try to do it real slow, cutting out 100 calories a week so that I maintain the muscle that I've gained during my bulk. The next question is, do I think it's worse to mass gain without gaining fat because you didn't gain all the mass you could? Well, I guess that depends. I've heard a lot of people say, and I've seen on bodybuilding forums and stuff, I've heard people say you can't get big if you're afraid to get fat. And that's true for some people. There's some people you want to just go all out bulk and get as much mass as you can and then go on a hard cut. But me, I just really like to stay lean. I don't know, I guess I like to look at myself in the mirror too much or something. But if I didn't have abs, I'd probably start freaking out. So I try to stay lean year round. I'll bulk. I'll definitely gain fat. It's physiologically possible to gain muscle without gaining some fat, and it's impossible to cut without losing a little bit of muscle. But I try to stay clean. But there's guys that like to bulk, and I know my friend Devin. He just went all out bulk, and he didn't get fat, but he definitely put on a little bit more than I did. But he's cutting now and he's going to be shredded. So it's whatever you want. Like they say on The Mist, they say, what's that mean? They say if you can't handle me while I'm If you can't handle me during my bulk, you don't deserve me on my cut whenever I'm shredded. How long do I train in the gym? My workouts usually last about an hour. I try to go through them pretty fast. I don't know. Yeah, usually about an hour is good for me. Sometimes on leg day and back day usually last a little bit longer. But I mean, chest day, stuff like that, you shouldn't be in the gym more than an hour in my opinion. But what kind of music do you listen to while you work out? I'm a big Eminem fan. I love him. I always have. My mom probably bought me an album whenever I was 3rd grade, and I can just remember laying on my back porch just listening to it over and over. And I've loved him my whole life. So of course I like Dr. Dre and 50 and everybody's with him. You know, right now Royce the 5'9". So, but I mean, I really like Eminem during like leg day and back day because he just gets me pissed off. You know what I mean? You know, on those hard, gritty workouts. And then like maybe like arm day, chest day where I'm feeling good. I like listening to 50 Cent because he makes me feel cocky. You know what I mean? Makes me feel good in the gym. What is your height and current weight? My height is 5'10", and my weight right now, I just weighed myself, I was 183.2. I just got out of the shower, weighed myself, so that's how much I'm weighing right now. I mean, sometimes people are surprised by my weight. They usually think I weigh more than I do, but I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of it's posture. I try to stand tall and stuff a lot, you know what I mean? So I guess that's why people think I look bigger than I am. How many meals a day? How much calories? Wait, what's it say? How many meals do I eat a day, and how many calories and protein? I always like to get like at least 6 meals a day. I try to space them apart so that I'm getting probably about 3 hours in between each meal. Calories. I mean, calories, whenever I was on my bulk, I didn't track them as good as I should have, but I'd say I was probably around 3,700 calories on my bulk. And right now I'm cutting and I'm keeping track of it real well, and I'm down to 2,500 calories a day. And protein, I like to always keep protein. I don't like my protein to go below 300 grams. I'm just too scared of losing muscle, you know, so I always try to keep it high. Okay, so if I'm cutting anything out, I try to make sure it's carbs or fat. My favorite supplement pre and post workout. Well, I don't really have the money since I'm a college student, you know, paying bills and stuff. I don't really have the money for pre-workouts. I just won this thing on bodybuilding.com for this teen amateur, so I got, you know, $50 from them, so I got to actually buy a pre-workout. So I just got this craze. So I'm going to try that. I hope it's pretty good. A lot of times whenever my friends get free samples, I'll sneak a little bit of that. But in post-workout, I just like whey protein and an apple. Every day I'll stop by this cafeteria, grab an apple, and 2 scoops of whey protein. It's good for me. How many days do I train, and how many off days do I have? I train 7 days a week, but I mean, I think I definitely get proper rest. My split is chest. My split is chest on Monday. Chest and calves. I work calves 3 times a week because they're my weakest points, so I'm really trying to priority train them. So I work chest on Monday, chest and calves. Tuesday I work back. Wednesday I do cardio, abs and calves. Thursday I do shoulders. Friday I do legs and calves of course. And Saturday I do arms and abs. And Sunday I do cardio and calves again. And I mean, that's worked really good for me. I think I definitely get enough rest. I never feel overtrained, so that's good. That's always worked good for me. But I mean, I might switch it up. I might switch my routine up. But right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do you use less volume whenever you cut? No, I never have. And actually, right now, I'm on my first serious cut ever. I've basically bulked my whole life. And right now I'm on my first serious cut, and everything's been going great. I'm still feeling big. You know, maybe sometimes I'll feel like, man, I'm losing too much weight, but I mean, because that's just in your head, you know what I mean? I grew up as a small guy, so I don't want to get small again, you know what I mean? But I mean, everything feels good. What percentage of your 1 rep max do you use when on compound lifts. I don't know my percentage, but I always keep my reps between 8 through 12. If I'm doing more than 12, if I can get more than 12, I'll always up the weight. And if I can't get 8, then I'll probably down the weight. Maybe on deadlifts, and sometimes on squats I'll do like real heavy days. But I mean, and then I'll go below 8 reps. But I mean, I always try to keep it between 8 and 12 really. But I don't know my percentage. What portions of the chest do we target when doing variations of the cable crossover? You guys probably saw my cable crossover video. I actually got that off of bodybuilding.com and I did it and I loved it. It just gives me a great pump. I've read studies that say that you can't isolate the chest in different areas. Like whenever you're doing even like an incline press and a flat press are working the same muscle. And then I've read studies that say there's different types of it. There's they say clavicle I think, then the pectoralis major and the pectoralis minor. And I choose to I like to hit it at different angles because I mean if I'm hitting it all the same way, if I'm hitting it the same with all those different ways, then there's nothing I can do about it. So I mean I might as well be safe and hit it all the different ways either way, you know what I mean? And I mean that workout just gives me a great pump. I mean sometimes I'll superset it. So I mean that's why I do that. Would this routine be ideal to add meat to your chest? Okay, on here he has chest twice a week, and I prefer to do chest I prefer to work a muscle once a week. I don't think there's any need for it any more than that. That's just me. I mean, honestly, back in the day, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I would do chest twice a week and I would do shoulders twice a week, and I mean my shoulders got huge, so I mean there might be something to it. My chest got huge. Sadly I didn't work my legs enough back then, so they're struggling to keep up right now, but I mean people always compliment, my friends compliment my delts and stuff just because, and I think that might be due to like all the powerlifting and overtraining I did back in the day. But honestly, if I was you, I'd just stick to doing chest once a week. He says, I've been training for 3 to 4 years, and he's added a lot of muscle, but he's still at 18% body fat, and needs to lose body fat. It sounds like you're in the need for a cut, man. 18% body fat, I mean, it's not real bad, but trust me, I was scared to go on my cut. Because I never had. But I mean, now I'm so happy I did. I'm feeling so much better, and even though I'm weighing less, I still feel bigger just because I'm leaner. So I'd say just start cutting your calories out. Take some carbs out. Maybe say if you're having a whole cup of oats in the morning, just have a half a cup. Just start cutting it out week by week. Go find out, and then do some more cardio, and eventually it should start coming off, man. If you've been trying to lose fat, as you say here, you can't be gaining muscle and losing fat, so you're definitely in a calorie surplus. So you need to, go find out what your macronutrient intake is, and you need to lower it. What kind of protein do I take after my workouts? I always just take whey protein. I used to buy casein and take it before bed, but I don't see there's no need for it, man. As long as you're hitting your macronutrient, as long as you're hitting your protein requirement, then you should be fine. I'd just say just whey protein's good, and no specific kind. For me, I really just kind of go online and find the cheapest deal I can get. Are drop sets, supersets, pyramids more effective for gains as opposed to just isolating a single exercise in one set? Well, drop sets and pyramids are still a single exercise, but I kind of see what you're saying here. I don't know. A lot of people, like my friend Matt, he loves doing drop sets and stuff, but I like doing maybe 1 or 2 a workout, but I don't like doing them all the time just because I like to really just focus on the exercise I'm doing and focus on just doing the exercise and get every single thing out of every single rep, you know what I mean? And so if that's what you like to do, if you like to spice up your workout like that, then do it. as long as you're working your muscles, then it's fine. But for me, it's really not about like all this fancy stuff. It's just the main thing for me is just you gotta just make sure you're working your muscles as much as possible. Get every single thing out of every single rep. And if you're doing that with these drop sets and pyramids, I mean, I know Matt does, and he's made great gains, so, you know, go at it.